Hey, good morning, class. How is everyone doing today? Great. That's awesome. All right. So today we're going to be talking about assistive technology. But before we do that, we have three learning objectives that we're going to be focusing on. So we're going to be able to define what assistive technology is. You guys are going to be able to differentiate between assistive technology devices and assistive technology services. And finally, you're going to understand why this is all important, why assistive technology is important to students. But before we do that, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background. I gave you guys all an article. Just follow along with me. I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on assistive technology. So technology is everywhere these days, but did you know that there are specific tech tools that can help people learn and think differently? These tools are called assistive technology, or AT, and they're often inexpensive and they're very easy to use. So a tool, an example of assistive technology is, for example, a wheelchair. Can anyone think of another example of assistive technology? A chance? Does anyone know? No? Okay, that's okay, because we're going to go more into detail on that. Okay, so we're going to start off, what is assistive technology? So today, when I read this article, we're going to go through it step by step. When I'm reading, I just want you guys to just be thinking about the article, think about what I'm reading, and then we're going to go back and we're going to pick out certain terms, because you guys eventually are going to do this on your own. For your homework tonight, you're going to have to define what assistive technology is, what is the difference between services and tools, and you're going to be able to just tell me why is it important. Okay, so assistive technology is any device, software, or equipment that helps people walk around challenges so they can learn, communicate, and function better. And like I said before, a wheelchair is an example of assistive technology. So is software that reads aloud text from a computer, or a keyboard for someone struggling with handwriting. These tools can help people walk around their challenges while also playing to their strengths. This is especially important for kids who struggle with learning, whether in reading, writing, math, or another subject. Assistive technology can help these kids thrive in school and in life, and that can help grow their confidence and independence. Okay, so now what we're going to do, after what I just read, we're going to go back up to the top, to the definition. Okay, so let's break apart this word by word. Okay, so it starts off, assistive technology is any device, software, or equipment that helps people walk around challenges. Let's just stop there for now. Okay, so what words do you guys think are the most important words that we should pull out of this? Yes. Exactly. Device. I would totally agree with that. That would definitely be the first word that I would pull out. Any device. Device. All right. Does anyone... Okay, so device, software, or equipment. Do you guys think that we should also pull out software or equipment? Yes. Both? Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking too. Okay, so assistive technology is any device, software, or equipment. Okay, so we'll stop there for now. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. That helps people walk around challenges. Okay, so what words do you guys think we should pull out of there? Yes. Helps. A little bit more to that as well. People walk, or work, sorry. Yes, exactly. So right now we have AT, assistive technology, is any device, software, or equipment that helps people work. That sounds really good so far. We're going to move a little bit more forward, but I like that so far. That sounds fantastic. Okay, so around challenges so they can learn, communicate, and function better. So what words do you guys think is important that we should highlight? Yes. Challenges? Yes. Challenges, yep. Learn? Yes. Communicate and function. Exactly. Okay, so now I also gave you guys a worksheet. So now let's write that definition what we have. Okay, so assistive technology is any device, software, or equipment that helps people work around challenges, okay, so they can learn, yes, communicate, and function. Even better. That's great. That sounds really, really good. I like that. Okay, so now we're going to dive in a little bit deeper. Okay, so continue with what I said. So these tools can help people work around their challenges. That also applies to the definition as well. You guys already said that, which is good. While also playing to their strengths. So do you think that this is important? Should we include that in the definition? Yes, exactly. Yes, we should. Yes. Okay, so we're going to go back to that first definition, and then we're going to add to it. So after function better, let's put in that, what do you guys think we should say? That applies, that also plays to their strengths. Exactly, yes. That's a great definition. So you can write that down and use that for your homework tonight. Okay, so now we're going to go on a little further. Why this is important. Why this is important in education and for students. Okay, so this is especially important for kids who struggle with learning, whether in reading, writing, math, or another subject. Okay, so let's shorten this up a bit. Let's not take this word for word. Let's paraphrase it into our own words. Okay, so what do you guys think? What words should we take out? How can we paraphrase this? Yes. Okay, important for kids. Yes. That need help with reading, writing, or any other subject. I like that. That sounds great. Okay, so let's see. So let's go back to our definition again. So assistive technology is any device, software, or equipment that helps people work around their challenges that they're facing. They can learn and communicate and help them function better. That sounds great. And then also, let's add to that. So also playing for their strengths. Don't forget about that part. And then, so it's important for kids who are struggling with learning, whether it be reading, writing, or math, or any other subject. Okay, that sounds great. So now let's dive in a little bit deeper here. Okay, so a lot of people think that there's myths about the assistive technology. It's going to prevent kids from learning academic skills. That's just simply not true. Like, for instance, experts agree that listening to audiobooks doesn't keep kids from learning to read. Like, okay, listening to audiobooks, yes. I mean, a lot of students do not like to read, but I don't personally think that audiobooks doesn't keep kids from learning to read, because yes, audiobooks are important, but I feel like being able to read is more important than that, because kids get very distracted when there is technology involved, for sure. Okay, so some examples of assistive technology tools. Okay, so despite the word technology, not all assistive technology tools are high tech. Many tools are just simple adaptive tools. Like for example, pencil grip. That's an assistive learning tool. Can anyone tell me another example, another like simple adaptive example? Anyone can think of? Yes. Highlight, exactly, yes, highlighters. That is a great, highlighters and any organizers of any sort is a great example of a low-tech assistive technology tool. Many assistive technology tools are high-tech though. And because of these advances that we've had, along the way in technology, tools are now available on a variety of platforms. So for example, desktop and laptop computers. I mean, everyone has them. Everyone has a desktop and a laptop. Mobile devices, which include smartphones and tablets. I mean, we all have those nowadays. Chromebooks, which you guys are using right now to follow along with me. Chromebooks are a lot of students. It's actually good for students to have Chromebooks because it's definitely very important to have right now. Okay, so there are also many examples of high-tech tools, which for students who struggle with learning, whether it be reading, writing, math, or any other subject, like we said before. Okay, so examples include text-to-speech, dictation, and word prediction. But there are many hundreds of assistive technology tools that can help with learning and challenges. For example, like I just said, there are specific tools for a specific subject. For example, reading, specific tools, writing, specific tools, math, specific tools, even listening comprehension as well. Some of these assistive technologies tools are free. Some tools are even built into mobile devices themselves. They're actually built into your cell phone. So there are many examples on how to find the right assistive technology tool, but we're not going to get into that. Okay, so after all that information, do you guys have any questions about anything so far? No? Okay, well then now So now we're going to move on. So now we're going to move on to some devices in assistive technology. What, like I said, the learning objective number 2, what is the difference between the devices and the services? So this is going to be very important. So, devices, okay. So a definition again. So I'm going to read it, we're going to pick it apart, and then we're going to dive right into it. Okay. So, assistive technology device is any item, piece of equipment, or product system that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of a child. Okay, so a device is pretty much any item, piece of equipment, like we just said. Pencil grip even includes that. A computer, a laptop, a Chromebook, these are all devices. Cell phone, these are all devices. Assistive technology is an umbrella term. You have assistive technology at the top, devices on one side, services on the other. So any devices, so these include laptops, Chromebooks, all of that. You guys know that already, so that's good. Okay, so let's see. I believe I have a couple more examples down here. Okay, so yeah, even tape recorders, any other item, any device is a device. Okay, so what is a device? Exactly, you guys know what a device is. Okay, so let's move on now to services. So services, I'm going to define right here. Just want you guys to listen. Okay, so any service that directly assists a child with a disability in the selection, acquisition, or use of an assistive technology device. So, can anyone think of a service? Yes. Exactly, yes. A keyboard on a computer is a service. Actually, it doesn't look like it is, but it is. A keyboard on a computer is a service. The computer itself is a what? Yes, device, exactly. So what is the keyboard? A service, yes. Okay, that's awesome. You guys got that. Okay, so we're going to go back to our learning objectives here. Okay, so we defined what assistive technology is. We know the difference now between a device and a service. And now we know why this is important. So, for homework, I want you guys to pick out the words that, for the definition, just summarize assistive technology. What is it? What is the definition of it? That's all I want you to do for the first part. The second part now, I want you to differentiate between assistive technology devices and services. Again, what we just went over. Just what is a service? What is a device? Give me, I'll do 2 examples. 2 examples for each. 2 examples for a service, 2 examples for a device. And then the third thing, just give me a summary of assistive technology. Why is this important? Like, why is this important for education? Why is it helpful to students? Just summarize, give me 2 to 3 sentences, I'd say. Give me that, and then that's it, guys. That's all I have for you, so I hope you really enjoyed this lesson, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.